Hello and welcome to another Football History Boys Tier Maker special. Today we are doing another massive one. We are looking at all 92 English Football League clubs and determining which have the best history of all. Are you ready for this one?
This is another big challenge, like the Crest one. Check it out if you haven't seen our Crest ranking. I think this could upset a few people possibly.
I think so, but it should be a good historical journey into British or English brackets Welsh football history. We have 6 categories today. We have untouchable for those teams that have the best history of all, then just below incredible, then important, then old timers, so those teams that maybe were bigger, 60, 70 years ago. Then we have making history for those clubs that are in the process of writing their own history at the moment. And finally, those teams right at the bottom who have no history at all or little history. So are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
Accrington Stanley again. Who are they? Right, where are they going?
I mean, is that the point? Who are they?
Yeah, probably.
Who are they? Is their greatest moment being featured in an old school TV advert from
Milk?
many moons ago?
I think so. No history?
Yeah.
Good start. Right, Arsenal. Now, Arsenal got a good history. Not just modern stuff, obviously with the Invincibles and Wenger and so on, but they also have, they are the team with the longest run in the top flight.
Yeah.
They have all the Herbert Chapman stuff in the 30s, the first televised match, so many FA Cups, but no European success.
Yeah, which I don't think puts them in the top tier then. They can't be top tier because of that, because of the lack of continental success. But they are incredibly important. And, the Arsenal, as people see them, this icon of London football, of English football.
Yeah.
Never, outside of the top flight in terms of their history. And I think really when you look at them, we can't put them anywhere other than one of, football's most important clubs.
So you got incredible?
Incredible, yeah. Incredible history, enviable history for many other teams. Aston
Villa. Now, this team has got European success.
Yeah.
European Cup winners 82, I believe. Or was it 83? One of those. Obviously, they one of the first big clubs in English football. They won so many league titles before 1900s.
Yeah.
They're kind of one of the first sort of powerhouse of the English
Founding
game.
member of the Football League.
Not so much success since the 1992, really. I don't think they won anything really of this since then.
No, and obviously had a bit of a spell in the second tier recently.
Yeah.
I think that you can consider them, is this one of our old timers?
I'd go important.
Okay.
I feel like because European success in the 80s, I think they're close enough.
Fine.
Yeah? Go for that?
Yeah.
And they're doing well at the moment.
Yeah, they are. And they're an iconic club, aren't they?
Right, Barnsley. This is a club which would have had a bit more history pre-World War II. I think they won an FA Cup. What do you reckon? Old-timers?
It's either old-timers or no history. I think they've probably got enough of a history to put them for the old-timers.
Yeah, old-timers.
Yeah.
In there. Right, Barrow.
No history. Sorry, Barrow.
Little thing, though, about Barrow. We said about their crest. We put it in the worst tier for the crests. I've since found out some knowledge, which I think it should go higher.
Okay.
So have you noticed on the crest there's a B and an arrow?
Yes.
B, arrow.
Oh,
Barrow.
that's clever. That is clever.
But they've got no history, so they're down there. Right. Yeah. Although I like the Tudor Rose in there. Right. Birmingham City. This is a tough one, really.
Really hard.
They've sort of been in the Prem, top tier-ish. They're a yo-yo club. They have won the League Cup, didn't they?
Yeah.
2011. What do you reckon?
They've not won a huge amount in their history.
No.
But they are another iconic British club because of the size of Birmingham and rivalries. Probably one of the least successful clubs from the Midlands.
I think so. They probably are, aren't they?
Even though they are Birmingham's club.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can put them in the no history category, surely.
No. So old timers.
Yeah.
Right. Blackburn Rovers. Now, incredibly important. The FA Cup, of course. They were one of the first professional teams to win it.
Yeah.
After Blackburn Olympic, then Rovers won it, and they won it, and they won it. They won about 4 or 5 on the bounce. They've had, success then, sort of pre-World War One, but then also they had the 95 success, winning the Premier League. Of course, recent years since 2012, they've dropped down.
The Venkies and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you reckon then? Old timers? or important?
You could push them into important just for the impact they played on the development of British football, I think.
Yeah, and the Premier League win as well. Right, Blackpool.
1950s was their heyday, really.
53 FA Cup final, of course. The Matthews final, Stanmore Stenson hat-trick.
Yeah.
And that 1 year in the Premier League, didn't they, under Ian Holloway?
Beat Cardiff in the playoff final.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Charlie Adam.
They did a double against Liverpool as well that season.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Old-timers?
I think they're old-timers because they are really an iconic club in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's far enough back, isn't it, really? Right, Bolton Wanderers.
Ooh.
Old-timers, I think.
I think they're definitely old-timers. 1920s, couple of FA Cup wins in their history. Yeah.
Okay. Bournemouth. Of course, historically, nothing, really.
Yeah. A small
But
town.
Since...
Not a huge amount going on. Recently, though.
It used to be Bournemouth and Boscombe, didn't they?
Yeah. I think they're making their history.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think at the moment, under the manager, they're doing pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah. You know, a club that I sort of close to my heart in some ways because they were always my League Two club. Cardiff City are my club, and I always like Bournemouth from afar. Now, actually, they've jumped Cardiff. You know, they are making their history now. Their ground is expanded, all those things like that. So, I put them there.
I think that's fair. Right. Bradford City. They got... I mean, unfortunately, what they're most well known for is the Bradford City Fire.
Yeah.
They had a brief spell in the Premier League, a couple of years, around the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, I'd gone right down.
But I don't think they've done that much, really.
No history feels harsh, but I don't think they're old timers. So I think they've got to go in no history.
Okay, that may be our first controversial one.
Yeah.
Brentford, similar to Bournemouth.
I think they're similar to Bournemouth. I think it's easy, you know, see Bournemouth for Brentford.
I think they did a few things pre-World War II as well.
Yeah. But they're really leading, like, the technology side of things. I was reading about they do, like, scented rooms to encourage success in the training ground and things like that.
Very good. Right. Brighton, same?
I think they're the same, yeah. They are. They're living their best lives right now, aren't they?
They are. Bristol City. They are pre-World War One again. They made an FA Cup final, I think, 909.
It's not enough.
I don't think so.
It's no
I
history.
think for a city as big as Bristol,
yeah,
and as important as Bristol historically, it's a shame that there's no great club.
Living in Cardiff shadow on the other side of the Severn.
Bristol Rovers the same?
The same as Bristol Rovers. It's Bristol City, Bristol Rovers also.
Okay. Burnley. Old-timers?
Definitely old-timers. Yeah, definitely old-timers. Obviously now back up into the Premier League, but their best life was...
1914 FA Cup winners.
Previous.
Liverpool. Burton Albion. No history. Would you agree? Yeah.
Sadly. Sadly.
Cambridge United. Same?
Same. Our worst crest, wasn't it, as well?
Where we go? Cardiff City. I'll leave this one to you.
So we're definitely not no history. 1927 FA Cup, significant.
I mean, yeah.
Only Welsh side to ever win it. Have been around the first and second tier of English football for the majority.
2008 FA Cup final. 2012 League Cup final. Yeah. So they've had a few years in the Premier League.
Gosh.
Some big players have played for Cardiff as well.
Yes. And I think they are...
Stadium's very iconic. Ninian Park.
Ninian Park. I think you can put... I can say the words important. You decide the tier. You could put them in the important category, though, for the fact that they are that Welsh representative of the English leagues for their history.
Yeah.
They're very well renowned. Same, in terms of Swansea and the Derby and things like that. You decide where they go. I'm happy.
It's hard.
Old times 1927, I think.
I think old times is what I'd go with.
Okay.
I think
we've never beaten that, I suppose.
No, they could be important, but I think
that's fine.
I think Burnley have probably done more in their history than Cardiff City. Right, do you right with that?
Yeah, no,
we can always change at the end,
I'm
right?
glad it's no history. I'm glad it's not no history.
Okay, Carlisle United. Straight in there. Right.
Graham Kavanagh, probably the greatest ever player.
Charlton Athletic. Again, not much history with them.
This is where it's hard because obviously we remember growing up with Charlton in the Premier League.
Yeah. Their best thing was
and
losing, winning 7-6 against Huddersfield a long time ago.
No history.
Yeah, sorry, Charlton.
And maybe the category title's harsh.
Maybe.
Very little history.
Yes. Chelsea, interesting one. Obviously, they are probably the first money club in the UK. 2003, Abramovich arrives.
20 years ago now, it's a long time.
Success, but they have managed to, except for recently, maintain that success as well.
And they did have a couple of league titles as well.
2 European Cups.
55 and 1905. I think they've got to be...
70 FA Cup final.
I think they've got to be incredible. And I say that because this big... I say it because who wouldn't want to have Chelsea's history and Chelsea's status? Or we just thinking history?
It's where you cut history up here. I mean, 20 years ago now, isn't it?
20 years, a long time.
That first
20 years of sustained competitiveness. You could go important, but for me, they're just above that.
Let's put them in incredible because
they're above Villa and Blackburn.
They also won a couple of Cup Winners' Cups. Okay.
A lot of players in their history as well that we hear about.
Let us know what you think. There's a link in the description below. Right, Cheltenham, the history.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that badge either. Colchester, the city's got loads of history, but the club hasn't.
That says a lot about the football club, isn't it? When this
Coventry City.
I think we're in the old timers category there.
I think so.
In terms of obviously the cup win in the 80s.
Yeah, so 87. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's bottom there. Right, Crawley Town, down the bottom. Sorry. Crew Alexandra.
The Railwaymen.
I mean, bottom again.
Yeah.
Right.
Palace.
Interesting one. Probably the oldest. Well, they argue that they are the oldest club, don't they? They aren't. They are what they argue. They haven't had a lot of success in their history. I don't think they won. Have they won anything? I don't think they have. I think they're a club that have been there or thereabouts for a long time, but have never done anything with it.
The Crystal Palace was very famous in football history, but
yeah, it was the FA Cup final stadium, wasn't it, as well? I might just go old timers purely because of how old the club is.
Okay.
And they would have been important at the start of football.
Yeah, that's a good get out clause.
It is. That's why it's on there. Right. Derby. 70s Clough league win.
Clough possibly pushes them into the old timers.
Yeah, old timers.
They've got Clough to thank because they haven't got a lot since then.
Doncaster, down the bottom. Everton, this is a good one. Where are they going to go? They've got, that 80 side, pretty influential.
Yeah, should have had European success probably. Obviously, the ban on English clubs in Europe.
They won the Cup Winners' Cup 84. They haven't won anything since the FA Cup 95. Well, what do you think now? Important. I think they're better than all time.
I think they're a Villa team. When you look at them, they're a Villa level of category, and same with Blackburn.
They've got a long history of being in the top flight in Everton. They're always there. Right, Exeter, down the bottom.
Yeah.
As is Fleetwood. Right, Forest Green now. Interesting one.
I think they could be making history.
People will argue that they aren't because they're bottom of, or pretty much bottom of the League Two at the moment. They might be going down to the National League, quite likely. However, what you'd argue here is that there's no club in the world really like Forest Green.
No.
There's no other real carbon neutral club. There's no one doing the same things they're doing.
Yeah.
With the vegan club, the renewable energy, the sustainable stadiums. I think because of what they're doing off the pitch.
They're socially important, aren't they?
Yeah, it's so important to the future of football. And you'll see now, teams, they put out all the time press releases, we're so sustainable now.
Yeah.
We're top of the sustainability rankings, so-and-so is the best at doing this, that and the other. Forest Green started that off.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone's going to be trying to follow them eventually.
Stick them in making history.
I think so.
I think they're making modern history in terms of football. And obviously, funny things like Darren Ferguson talking about vegan pies and things like that. But, they're renowned for it. People know of them.
Yeah, they are well known for that now, aren't they? Right, Fulham. Interesting.
Duncan Ferguson.
Duncan. Yeah, don't worry.
Fulham.
Interesting. Again, another club I haven't done much. Europa League final 2010.
Chrissy Coleman.
Lost to Atletico Madrid. Roy Hodgson. So not old timers. They
Michael Jackson statue.
Yeah, a fire, wasn't it?
Put him in. No history.
Okay, sorry Fulham.
You've been there or thereabouts for too long.
I feel like they're going to hate us for it. We put them in the bottom category for the crest. We said they were at the worst derby with Chelsea, and now they're bottom of the history. And I quite like Fulham as well, but just
no hate.
do more.
Do
Gillingham, no history.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have another category here, shouldn't we? But I don't know what it would be. Grimsby, again, a few now coming up. Harrogate. Okay, Huddersfield Town. What are we thinking?
Huddersfield Town were really, really important in the 1920s.
Hugely important in the 1920s.
Massively
the
important.
first club to win 3 back-to-back league titles. Yeah. Herbert Chapman.
That's where he cut his teeth before making his name obviously incredibly famous with Arsenal. I would say they have to go in the old timers.
Yeah, they are old timers
in that way. They are a club with a great history.
Yeah, fantastic. Hull City.
No history. What have you done? Hull?
No, not great. Ipswich, UEFA Cup winners in the 80s under Bobby Robson, fantastic manager. Pretty influential. Some big players played for them in the past. They are doing well at the moment. They have the 2001 team. Did pretty well under George Burley.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? Old timers?
Old timers.
Okay.
Old timers.
Need some better histories here. We've only got 5 important and above at the moment. Leeds. Right, here we go. They're going up, aren't they?
Now, where would you put them there out of those two? We're not untouchable, but are they incredible or are they important?
I think they're important. If Everton and Villa are important, then they are too.
Yeah.
Right, Leicester City, recent history, 2016. A couple of League Cups, maybe, the turn of the millennium.
Gary Lineker.
So I think they're not old timers.
Let's put them important then.
Important?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just. And they're scraping in. They're bottom of important.
Wow. Okay, Leyton Orient, down the bottom. Yeah. Lincoln. Okay, Liverpool, here we go. Lead this one to you because this is my club.
One of English football's most successful football clubs.
Most successful. Yeah, these are most successful.
Yeah.
Continental
history.
dominance as well.
Yeah. Massive. Obviously, everyone knows their dominance in the 70s and the 80s. Everyone knows the recent stuff with Klopp. You've got to factor in the tragedies in Hillsborough and things like that play a part in the fabric of English football history.
Yeah.
Heysel. They are a club with an untouchable history.
Yeah.
Envied across the world in many ways.
And it goes right back, doesn't it, to almost the start of their history themselves, 1900.
From 1892 till today, they have been winning.
Yeah.
And a present part of English football.
There we go. Right. Luton Town, the Hatters.
Are they making history? Is one season in the Premier League enough?
I don't know. If Fulham are down, they're no history, aren't they?
Yeah, okay.
Luton Town. I don't think they've done much more, though, have they, in their history than that?
No, this is their greatest season in their history. Absolute fair play. Enjoy it. Win something, we'll bump you up.
Yeah. We can always change these. Right, okay. This is going to be a controversial one. I'm going to have some of my coffee for this one. Man City.
I don't hate Man City like I think a lot of people do.
You love Man City?
I do.
I swear you're a closet fan.
I do in that I hate Man United so much that I always just had a sort of like a secret ill cheer for Man City.
I think that's what I had as well for a long time.
But they were rubbish. They were rubbish. And I was chatting to a Man City fan who was Man City pre-money. She's, I think, in her 40s or 50s, and she's a massive Man City fan and has been throughout her whole life. And she's only now enjoying success. For many years, it was rubbish. Now, where does that put them in this category? Are they making history? I would say they're probably above that in terms of they do have a pre-history.
They had a bit in the 60s and
they
70s.
And in the early 1900s as well, when they nick a load of Man United's players.
Billy Meredith,
so Man United nick their players.
What are you thinking of?
So for me, I think they're important. Or does the treble push them into incredible? There's 2 clubs that have won the treble.
This is actually quite tough.
The pretend treble for you doesn't count for Liverpool.
They've done 2 pretend trebles actually.
I think they go incredible because of the treble. If they weren't in the treble, they'd be important. But how can you not deny someone who won an incredible treble and have had 10 years like they've had, of the last 10 years?
Well, yeah, you're right. I think the current history they're making will be revered in decades to come as like a golden period of a club. However, After the financial fair play comes out, we
Yes.
might be knocking them down.
Yeah, and this is an asterisk, like everything.
They might be old timers by then.
Yeah, this is an asterisk, and maybe they're no history. Maybe they're back to no history. Anyway.
Yeah, interesting. Right, United, same as Liverpool, you think? Yeah.
I think they've got to be, isn't it? What more can you say? Football's biggest brand, other than Real Madrid, perhaps.
Huge, and obviously the Ferguson stuff. But like Liverpool, they have the history that goes right back. They won league titles before. I think Second World War. They got then Busby comes in. They got Busby Babes, Munich. Unfortunately, then they have European Cup win in 1968. They've had, I think, Dennis Law, Charlton, and Best all won Ballon d'Ors.
Amazing, isn't it? Amazing.
Yeah, easy choice. Yeah, untouchable. Okay, Mansfield Town, untouchable.
I think they've got to sadly be no history.
Sorry, Mansfield.
You've been to
Town.
Mansfield, haven't you?
No, Macclesfield.
Macclesfield.
Yeah. Right, Middlesbrough, 2004 League Cup winners, Steve McLaren.
Wally with a brolly.
Yes. What do you think about them?
This is a difficult one because I think a Middlesbrough fan would try and sell you their history.
Old timers?
Are they?
Well, they are, but it's 2004, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that you get?
I don't think they got no history though.
No,
they're not
this
making
is where
it.
there's maybe a fail of the categories potentially, but
Go and add a new category now.
stick them in no history.
Do you want to shred a row below?
What row would it be?
Don't know. Found as a new row. What should you call it?
Little history, some history. And that is a get out clause, and we're going to have to drag a few people into it then.
Yeah, we will. Right, okay. New category is in some history. Middlesbrough,
Bang 'em in.
you're in. Okay, right. Let's go with Millwall. Some history?
Please don't hit us. They are some history. It's not their fault that it is their fault that their history is hooligan nation. But it's,
yeah.
Other than that, what have you got?
Okay, MK Dons. Shocking. They got me down the right one.
Do they get
new category for
do
them?
they get Wimbledon's history?
Ooh, I don't think
Who
so.
has Wimbledon's
That's
history?
very controversial.
I think they claim it.
We'd be chased
I
out
think
of
they claim it.
anywhere we are. Anywhere near
Right,
Wimbledon.
I tell you what.
No history?
No history because they only existed for 20 years.
I did see a funny thing the other day, and it had someone else had done something similar on Twitter and had all the levels of history of the club, and then just had a separate one for MK Dons. It's just like everyone hates them. Right, Morecambe, no history.
Yeah.
Newcastle, this is an interesting one. No success, no trophies for a long, long time, but have always been sort of in and around cup finals, doing decent in the league, Champions League qualification, dropping down, dropping back up again, dropping back up, going up again.
Important.
FA Cup, they were very successful back up until the 50s. Important.
They're in that tier, aren't they? That is a clear tier. You can see it.
Yeah. I think they're not old timers.
Yeah.
Because even though they did win their success a long time ago, it was a lot of it.
Yeah.
And so it bumps them up. Newport County, unfortunately, they got no history really.
No, they haven't. I mean, they nearly went bust. Obviously, the Exiles, 1972.
Yeah.
For me, no history.
John Aldridge played for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drag this down further, just so we can see what's coming.
There you are. That's as much as I can do now. Right, Northampton Town.
That's quite an easy one. Sorry,
Northampton.
Sorry.
Norwich. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Some history?
What have they won? I don't know.
Definitely won anything.
No history then.
Oh no, they got some.
What? Because they went to the Premier League at the time.
No, they were good back at the start of the Premier League. They came third, I think, the first season. I think they beat Bayern Munich or something as well. I don't know. I think they got some history. I don't think I can put them in the same category as like Carlisle. Sorry, Carlisle.
Okay.
Some history. Forest. This is a good one.
Yes.
2 European Cups.
Yep.
Brian Clough, back in the Premier League now. Had a little spell in the 90s in the Premier League as well. Important? I think 2 European Cups. You've got to put them up there, haven't we?
They're in the same tier, aren't they? They've got to be in the same tier as Villa and Leeds and people like that.
Okay. Notts County.
No history. Sol Campbell. That's about it, is it? What else has happened to Notts County?
Well, they're just an old club, aren't they? Juventus.
Oh, balls, yeah.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we can't put...
Some history?
Some history.
All right, let's move on.
Some history.
Some history
Really
for the
old,
Juventus stuff.
Because you're really old.
Oxford United. No history.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything, have they, really?
Yeah.
Kept Premier League, I think. Was it Oldham? It was Oldham, wasn't it? Peterborough United. No history. Right, here's one of your clubs. Plymouth.
Yeah, father-in-law's club. So follow their results for his sake. No history though.
Sorry. Port Vale.
No
Same.
history.
Portsmouth. Good one, this one. Big. In the 40s. 2008 FA Cup winners. Some history? Or old-timers?
I think there's some history. I don't think they're quite enough to be old.
I think they won a league title though as well.
Okay.
I think they were pretty good back in the day.
Yeah, and they probably are an Ipswich level then. You know, the end of the old-timer.
I think they're as good as Blackpool, aren't they?
Yeah.
Preston.
Straight in the old-timers.
Old-timers. First Invincibles.
In the first Football League season.
80-89, yeah. They won the FA Cup, didn't they, as well? Each season, the first double winners.
Yeah.
Then they won it the year after. And they did nothing.
Yeah.
QPR.
Some.
Okay. Why?
You know, again, another one of English football's historic clubs.
Aguero.
London's historic club. Joey Barton, you know, etc.
Joey Barton. What about Joey Barton? Oh, just being
that game,
dirty.
yeah.
Being an idiot. Right.
And
Reading.
they were the ones involved in the. Remember when Odin Wingate turned up outside Loftus Road? Oh, that was fun.
Does that count as history?
That's like meme history.
Yeah, modern history. Right,
Yeah.
Reading.
Nah, nothing.
Nothing.
They only got a rivalry.
Slough.
Although I do think they sell the club soon.
Yes,
before they die.
definitely. Right, Rotherham. Nothing, is there?
No.
You like the badge though, the windmill.
Yeah.
Salford.
Making history.
Oh yeah, let's put a make it.
Making
Because
history.
they're a very new club, aren't
Yeah.
they? They're doing all right.
Yeah.
Sheffield United. I don't know. They're either some or they're old timers.
Some, I think.
Yeah, I think
Some.
Wednesday got a bit of history, haven't they?
Yeah.
I put them in old timers.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Sheffield Wednesday have got a better history than
Yeah,
Sheffield United.
yeah, I think they do.
We better double check that. Right, Shrewsbury Town, no history. Southampton. What are we going with them?
Old timers.
Old timers. Yeah, sure.
Do you reckon? Or just some? I think they can be old timers.
Okay. Okay, Stevenage Borough. Untouchable.
Yeah.
Right, they're going down there. Stockport. They could go up season, but they've had a little falter, so I think because of that, they're going into history. Stoke.
Some history.
Some history, yeah.
Not much of it.
No.
Some of it.
Sunderland.
They're not important. I don't think they can be an important.
Old timers?
Are they old timers?
Have they done much? I think they have, haven't they? Old timers.
Yeah.
Okay. Sutton United. No history. Okay, Swansea. The 2013 League Cup winners, Swansea.
Some history. You've got some. Fine, it's been better than Cardiff in recent times.
Yeah.
But not historically.
Swindon. You lived there for a bit. Is that enough for history? I don't think so.
No.
Right. Spurs. Ooh, important. They haven't got an incredible history, have they?
No.
60s double winners, they're a big thing.
The best stadium in the world.
Gareth Bale played for them. Best British
Bale.
footballer of all time.
Obviously Harry Kane, but he didn't even break the record there.
Nah.
He left before he did so. Important.
Important. Yeah. Right. Tranmere. No history.
Mm-hmm.
Walsall. Same. Watford. Some?
Some.
Yeah. Okay. West Brom. I think they're old timers, you know.
Yeah, they are. I think so. You know, a couple of historic players for them.
Yeah.
Won a couple of things, yeah.
West Ham. They got good, decent history, haven't they?
I think they've got a decent history. I think you could argue important, but have they done enough on European stage?
I'm going to say important because they've got the Conference League.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're on the Cup Winners' Cup as well.
Fine.
66. Okay, Wigan. A few years ago, they'd be making it.
I think it's some. Yeah, I think they've done enough in terms of
FA
that
Cup win, yeah. Sorry.
that run. Yeah.
2030 FA Cup win. Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah, if we're taking their history, which we are.
Yeah, let's say 88 FA Cup wins. It's huge. Wolves. They got a decent history,
Yeah. Yeah, floodlit
I'm
families.
putting them important.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or old timers. Are they with it?
I'm going to go important. I feel like the floodlit friendlies
UEFA Cup.
and the champions of the world stuff,
Yeah.
which led to the European Cup forming,
Yeah.
I think so important to football history.
Yeah. Check it out in our book, actually, if you haven't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good plug. I don't know if I've got it here. But yeah, definitely. Right. Wrexham. Making history?
Let's stick them in making history. I think there's other categories that hit it, but they are, making history. I was watching the Wales game this week, and lots of Americans were watching Wales and cheering on Wales
Because of Wrexham.
Yeah, when the offside goal was scored, I was looking at some of the stuff because it was clearly offside, and I like getting annoyed at people saying it wasn't offside when it was offside. But there was loads of American people going, "I don't understand offside. How does it work?" I was like, "That's really interesting." And they were all Wrexham American fans watching the Wales game.
Yeah, so I think making history, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've always got the how old they are.
Yeah.
And the race course is obviously so historic, but. Unless you count Welsh Cups as being massively historically important, I don't think they can go anywhere higher than that. So they're making history. And then Wickham have no history. Right. Any clubs you want to change?
Now we've got the new category, we shift Fulham up.
Right, Fulham, we don't hate you.
You're promoted.
You're going up to some history. Bradford, some history.
I think Bradford can now go into some history.
Bristol City.
No.
No? Okay. You hate Bristol City. Anyone else? I think that's probably looks alright, actually.
I think that's really fair.
So there's two teams that have untouchable history. That's Liverpool, Man United. Then just below them, Arsenal, Chelsea and Man City. And then we have that longer category of important and old timers and so on. Right. Happy with it?
I think so. I think people won't be.
No. Everyone's opinions are valid and give it a go yourself.
Let us know why. Justify why your club should be higher or lower.
Yeah. We want to learn.
Yeah.
Let us know what your club has done to deserve a higher place, and maybe we'll change it. But I think this is it for now.
Yeah.
This is the definitive history of English football. All 92 teams are ranked. This is exactly where they should be. Happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Fantastic. Right, thank you so much for watching. We will see you again for the next one. Before you do though, please like and subscribe and comment below where your club should be. We love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching.